When I came back, it was just like a ghost town.
After Katrina, when I walked out, this as far as I got it. Well, I had a door here. And I cracked that door. Had about a foot of mud in there.
You didn't see no birds, no dogs, no cats, nothing. No red lights. All the streets was full of mud, houses.
And the barber chairs and everything was just scattered. But Katrina, waters, it covered this building. All you could see was the top of the roof. So it was pretty much destroyed.
Blown off the block, new house just like that. People just moved in right a corner. Water just washed that right off the pillar. You know? But
I was on Clud Street and was lucky enough to get an old boat. Travel back and forth to the school. They were taking people with a helicopter with from the school and taking the safety from there.
So 2 days before the hurricane hit, I was called into the Superdome to work. I guess not intending that it would be as serious as it was. So when Katrina came, me and the children were in the Superdome.
I'm going down the water and the boy tell me, say, hey man, they got a lady over there in the house drowning. So when I got over there, the police, she wanted to live because she was holding on to the window and all her hand was cut up. I couldn't get in the door on account of the force of the water, so I went around to the side and kicked the window out and pulled her in the boat. But they had more people told me God blessed me that day. I told the last lady, I said, well, he blessed me like all y'all say, I'll be well blessed.
This part here is like a place where care forgot. They're so focused on the lower Ninth Ward. They focus on Gentilly, Lakeview, but they forgot about the upper Ninth Ward. The only thing changed with us was we got lights and we don't have mud on the ground. That's the only thing changed. But as you can see, it still looked like it looked when we came back from the hurricane.
If we could just really show people, you know, how much we have grown and how much we have matured in New Orleans as far as a community.
I'll tell you how much fun we had out here. They had a lot of people from different nationalities dancing out there. They had a girl say, if I die, I want to come here and have a block party.
You know,
baby, yes, I have a block.
We had the second line band, we had the the DJ and all that, and it was cold. But they had so many people out here, you really couldn't tell it was cold out here because, you know, from the bodies, you know, being so many people. Oh, no.
And just getting the positive word out there. It's so much negative and so much emphasis on the crime rate and the murders and the school system, just the negative. You know, people are so busy dwelling on the negative, they're not looking at, you know, at the positive.
We're not the people that they portray us to be. Like we all are criminals and we just kill each other just to be killing each other. We don't do that. We don't do that. We'll fuss with each other, next day you're friends, you know.
So if we could just spread the positive truth out there, I know we can get more and more people to come back to New Orleans.
You know, we got need affordable housing, and road home is very slow in getting the money to the people so that they can come back.
With the new year of 2006, everybody's rent like skyrocketed extremely high. I lived in a small 2-bedroom apartment in the Garden District where I was paying only $500 a month before the hurricane, and then after the hurricane my rent went up to almost $700, no utilities included or anything. And one night when I was at work, I saw a Habitat commercial on TV, and I decided to, you know, to give it a try. I had worked and I went to school and stuff, and I got approved, you know, for a Habitat home, and I went in for my orientation and met all of the wonderful people at Habitat, and they worked for me and worked with me as quickly as possible. Y'all can come in. Like I say, it's a little rough when you first come in. I'm just getting off work. So this is the living room, the completed house. Habitat gives you a choice of everything, pretty much. Colors and however you choose to decorate it and put it together. When we first came in October, me and my children were the only people over here. Nobody wanted to come back to this area because they were, you know, afraid that if they, you know, nobody else was here, nobody wants to be the only one. So what I noticed was happening in other areas was that if somebody has to start the process, somebody has to come back. And if people see that somebody is coming back, then they will eventually come back. I have a laundry room, wash and dry connection, something else I never had before. Miss Margaret, who lives across the street, found out I was gonna be moving over here, that somebody was gonna be moving over here. She had FEMA, you know, bring her trailers for her and her son and her brothers. And then they started staying in the trailers, and a couple of months later, me and my kids actually moved into the home. And then once my house was finished and other people started singing, you know, me and my kids were here every day and every night. I built this house myself. You know, I worked day and night from the foundation. That's great. And first couple of times I came out, we had about 40-something volunteers. So I learned how to put in a flooring system. I learned how to do drywall and sheetrock. I did everything except for the roof. I helped the tile and carpet guys when they came. I learned about plumbing, you know, siding, framing, fencing. I'm proud of my fences and my porches because I messed them up so many times before I got them right, and I did them myself. This is my backyard. One thing I could honestly say about living over here, these people have become my family. And they kind of just took me and my children in, and it means a lot, you know, means a lot to me. You know, I have faith in Habitat more than I do in the government. So it's really, you know, been a blessing.
If they keep going, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Thank you, Habitat for Humanity.